The final session of the Ohio FFA State Convention has come to a close. We thank Wilmington College for sponsoring our coverage of the Ohio FFA State Convention this year. And we are joined now by Bethany Starlin. She is the Ohio FFA State President, recently retired. Bethany, it was a fantastic retiring address for those who missed it. Do you want to just give us a recap of what you talked about there?
Yeah, so the main point of the retiring address was to dance in the rain. And at first, it's like a quote that everyone realizes and maybe remembers from former years. But the take on it that I had was we've had a lot of rain over this past year. There's been a lot of storms, the pandemic being one of them. Why sit and wait for it to pass? Let's dance through it. Let's make the most of what we can and keep moving forward.
Very good. Bethany, reflect on this year. You came into this pretty much in the middle of the pandemic last May. What's it been like to just lead almost every day through this uncertain environment, but still you're getting to connect with FFA members?
Yeah, if you would have told me a year ago now that life would still look like it does today, I wouldn't believe you. I would think, no, we're back to normal. Life looks like it used to. But regardless of that, this year has been one that I'm so thankful for. I've been blessed with 10 teammates who are just as eager and excited to serve as I was. And that actually made my job pretty easy. I think I've had a lot of people asking, is it hard to motivate the team? Is it hard to get people to want to do stuff? And in these current times, and my answer is always no. Those individuals always were eager to serve and wanted to impact Ohio FFA members as much as they could. So super thankful for that. And Ohio FFA members have also persevered like no other. So I think together, we've worked together. We've made the most of this year, and I'm extremely thankful for it.
Bethany, reflect. So last year when we had a virtual state convention, it was kind of more of a last minute thing, right? Everybody was scrambling to get it all done. This year, you could tell a lot more technology involved and really a really nice production, not to take away from last year. That was great too. Talk about just how the state convention is the pinnacle, right, of the FFA year, where you get to celebrate members. Talk about how you guys did it differently this year, some workshops. We had a national officer join us. Talk about how that impacted Ohio FFA members.
Yeah, so in a typical year, everyone gathers at this Less Center on the state fairgrounds. You've got 7,000 to 10,000 people all under one roof. You show up, you do the thing, you go home. Everyone's excited. The atmosphere is insane. But this year looked a lot different. We were nowhere near having 7,000 to 10,000 people under the same roof, but we actually had the unique opportunity to reach more. The convention was free for anyone to watch. We had an official convention website. You can pull those videos up right now and stream them wherever you are, as long as you have a device and internet access of some sort. So when we went into this convention, it was never a boo-hoo, we don't have an in-person convention. It was more so like, this is a super neat opportunity to reach more people than ever before. Our tagline was, this is a convention for all, similar to what National FFA's was. And that's what we made it. We went in with that mindset of, we have the opportunity to reach more people than ever before, whether that be members, advisors, parents, supporters. Everyone can come to the convention this year. We kept that in mind. So we had the same general sessions that we normally would. Typically, we had 5. We transitioned that into 4 just to keep it more concise in the virtual format. Zoom fatigue is something that we've all struggled with. So to be more cognizant of that, we dropped it down to 4 sessions, but still recognize members the way that we would an in-person convention.
Bethany, I'm going to ask you probably a question that's going to be hard to answer as you prepare to retire the state president's jacket. What one experience is going to stick with you as you move on and begin to transition out of this organization?
I don't think that there's one single experience that I will say like, oh, that is the one thing that I will never forget. I think it's more so the people. Our organization prides itself in providing the next generation of agriculturalists that will feed the world. And yes, we do that. That's awesome. I will pride ourselves in that till the day I die. But I think one thing that we all look past a lot more, and something that I am actually more proud of, is the true hearts that Ohio FFA members have. They feed the world eventually. Yeah, sure, we do that. But they also truly care about those around them. They want to make the world a better place. So as I move forward, it's not necessarily a specific experience that I'll hold on to. It's the people that I've met along the way. And there are some fantastic individuals that I'm like, wow, I cannot believe that as a freshman in high school, you have the heart that you have. I know when I was a freshman in high school, I would not think about serving my community quite the way that you have. And you wake up each day, you go out and you do that. So as I move forward, it'll definitely be the people that I hold on to.
Very good. Well, Bethany, congratulations on just a fantastic, extraordinary year. And thanks for putting up with all of our questions and all of our calls here on the Ohio AgNet this year. It's been a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you so much.
And we bring in now Jacob Zajkowski, who's a familiar face on the Ohio AgNet. He was a student reporter last year in the first virtual convention. Jake, congratulations. The newly elected Ohio FFA president. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels amazing, Colt. It was just a surreal experience to be in studio with the team, but also being with Ohio FFA and the entirety of Ohio FFA, wherever they were, whether that was a gymnasium, a classroom, or at their home with supporters, alumni, or their families. It was truly a humbling experience.
Jake, I'm going to take a guess here and say you probably haven't in person met the new team, but I'm sure you've had a Zoom call or something similar to start to get to know them. What's that experience been like as you start to build the relationships with the new team?
Well, I am just so excited. I was able to meet them on Zoom yesterday, and they're full of energy, full of passion, and excited to see what we can do. Looking into the future of next week, we'll be able to get to know each other a lot more, and especially as we transition into hopefully a more normal year, we can accomplish more and continue the work that I've done this year and the strides Ohio FFA has made this year as well.
Talk about this upcoming year, maybe some goals that you have.
Yeah, sure. Well, I think we learned a lot about inclusivity, diversity, and equity, especially with coronavirus, providing new opportunities for students where they can take advantage of those. So just continuing that growth in that area, especially myself coming from a really non-traditional agricultural side. We know our organization is not just for traditional agriculturalists, people in agricultural biotechnology, science, STEM. I want to be able to share my passion for plant science and the other non-sub-industries of agriculture and make sure that students have a place in our organization. And no matter what path they take, it's going to be successful for them. And myself as a state officer and state president, along with my team and people all over Ohio that are involved in ag ed can provide those opportunities as well.
Very good. Well, we will look forward to that leadership of Ohio FFA in the coming days. Jake, we were talking a little bit off the air and maybe joking a little bit. You get a new truck, and we mentioned yesterday Bethany's only has under 1,000 miles on it. Hopefully, you get to put some more on. But it's a Jeep. So have you been practicing your Jeep wave? Oh,
sure, definitely. Being from Toledo, we are home of the Jeep, so I'm very familiar with the tradition of Jeeps and the culture that comes with it too.
Very good. Well, Jacob Zajkowski, congratulations, newly elected Ohio FFA State President. I'm Kolt Buckenroth. Thanks to our friends at Wilmington College for sponsoring this year's Ohio FFA State Convention. That's Wilmington College, hands-on learning, hands-on living, online at wilmington.edu. I'm Kolt Buckenroth on the Ohio AgNet.
We are Wilmington College.
We are Wilmington College.
We are Wilmington College.
Did you know that our campus community has been in person, face-to-face for the entirety of the academic year?
Here at Wilmington, we understand the importance of hands-on education and pride ourselves on continuing to safely offer our students these experiences.
Wilmington College recognizes you and your need for a personalized college experience.
We provide you with the tools necessary to accomplish your college and career goals.
Now is a beautiful time to come experience our college campus. Take the opportunity to start the conversation about you and your future college plans now.
To schedule your very own safe, in-person, individual visit, go to www.wilmington.edu/visit. We hope to see you soon.